Romans chapter number 8. I feel good this morning. If you push me, I think I'll do something. Verse number 28. I'm going to magnify 31, but let's start at verse 28. You ready? All right, here we go. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. And whom he called, them he also justified. And whom he justified, them he also glorified. Here's the verse that I want to jump on this morning. What shall we say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? If you have a pen or a highlighter, you need to highlight verse number 31. What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? I'm preaching, I'm kind of bouncing off the theme that the young people had for this week. You're expected to win. I'm just preaching for the next few minutes from 3 words. You got this. Amen. Just tell about 3 people around you. Say, you got this. Tell them you tell them, go on, tell them. You got this. Don't worry about it. You got this. The young people chose a theme for this weekend for their back-to-school revival, and Jason's going to come later on and give us a little update on that. But he sent me a text and reminded me, informing me of what the theme was. He said the theme was, you're expected to win. I immediately began to think about the expectancy of winning and how it relates to us as believers, how it relates to us as followers of Christ, as it relates to us as those in whom Paul refers to us as good soldiers. I begin to look at that verse and understand that even sometimes when we are expected to win, it doesn't mean that everything is just going to be handed to you. It doesn't mean that everything is going to be without a fight, or without a struggle, or without wrestling with it. The expectancy to win, it doesn't negate the fact or nullify the existence of trouble or attack. And I think everybody in here can testify that somewhere along the course of these past week or two that you've been hit with a storm. You've been hit with something that kind of stopped your momentum. Whether it was a phone call, whether it was a struggle, whether it was a personal battle, whether it was some text, some email, some letter in the mail, something, I believe,